Here are 5 reasons why your Chief Information Security Officer should not be dual-hatted as your Data Protection Officer or DPO. The first reason is potential conflicts of interest. A CISO is primarily focused on securing information from a technical and organizational standpoint, which often requires balancing enterprise security objectives with business objectives. CISOs are security experts and not usually privacy experts. A DPO, on the other hand, must independently ensure the protection of personal data in compliance with legal requirements. DPOs are expected to have thorough knowledge of data protection laws and practices. Section 4, Article 37.5 of the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, says, "The Data Protection Officer shall be designated on the basis of professional qualities and, in particular, expert knowledge of data protection law and practices and the ability to fulfill the tasks referred to in Article 39. The DPO may need to challenge practices that the CISO might consider acceptable from a security perspective, but problematic for data protection law compliance." The second reason is regulatory requirements. The GDPR in the European Union explicitly mentions the need for a DPO to operate without a conflict of interest. A CISO could be seen as a part of the decision-making process of how data is processed, which can conflict with the DPO's mandate to provide neutral, unbiased advice on data protection matters. The third reason is focus and bandwidth. Both roles are highly demanding. The CISO is tasked with the broad responsibility of protecting the company's entire informational assets against an ever-evolving threat landscape, while the DPO must monitor compliance with data protection laws, conduct audits, and be the point of contact for data subjects and regulatory bodies. Combining these roles could lead to a lack of focus and insufficient time to dedicate to the distinct and full responsibilities of each role. The fourth reason is specialization and expertise. The roles of the CISO and DPO may outwardly seem to have the same objectives. The primary function of a CISO is security. However, DPOs ensure that data is stored and processed by regulatory standards and not mishandled or misused. The CISO has no such job requirement. Personal data can be secure, but misused. Privacy is not security, and privacy is not just part of security. For example, perhaps your organization adds a form that asks for people's email address, phone number, and social security number. Since the responses involve clearly sensitive data, the CISO will and should be concerned with how the collected data is protected. That said, the DPO would be asking, why are we even collecting this information? Do we need to store or transfer this data? And what vendors will be involved with processing this information? Lastly, the fifth reason is stakeholder trust. Stakeholders, including customers, employees, and regulators, need to trust that the organization's DPO is acting in the best interest of data subjects and that both roles are prioritizing resources for their areas in the best overall interest of the organization. If a CISO, who is responsible for the defense of the company's information systems, also serves as a DPO, it might undermine that trust. Please visit our website at governista.com for more information and to sign up to our weekly newsletter or, if you prefer, follow Governista on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.